think I broke it last video. Oh man, he ain't supposed to say stuff.
Don't touch the hair.
Oh, there you go. Anyhow, where am I? Number 10. Number 10 of the Zodiac, of the genx Zodiac, bad news Zodiac. Moving right along. Hopefully you saw the last video where I talked about why I'm going a little quicker in these last 4. Anyhow, so as always, I'm going to start with astrology.com. Check out what Aries, yes, it's Aries' turn now, has to say about that sign. And then we will go into the genx Zodiac, or the bad news Zodiac, by Sarah Vining, 1985, aka the genx Zodiac, to see what they have to bring it back down to reality, back to ground, and cut them down to size. They cut them low. They cut these signs down, man. All right, let's go to astrology.com. So we got astrology.com and Aries. Aries is a cardinal masculine fire sign, March 21st to April 19th, and ruled by Mars and associated with the first house of the self. This cardinal sign, Aries, begins the zodiac modality in astrological year. Yes, the beginning. This is the beginning. Not my beginning. Cancer was the beginning for me. Though I'm not a Cancer. This is when I started the videos. Right. Aries' masculine nature is forthright with vigor, a trait further amplified by its planetary ruler, Mars. Aries is known as vivacious, enthusiastic, childish, and a bit selfish. Although this sign is impulsive and hot-headed, nobody can deny the quick thinking and intense call to action innate in any Aries, expressed as the ram of this. Yeah. Let's go and find out more about Aries. And again, I love that art, man. Anyhow, let's see. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Yeah, it's pretty much how those born in the sign see themselves. First, Aries are the leaders of the pack, first in line to get things going. Whether or not everything gets done is a question altogether, for an Aries prefers to initiate rather than complete. Do you have a project needing a kickstart? Call an Aries, by all means. The leadership displayed by Aries is most impressive. Yeah, but they don't finish. That's like, where do contractors go when they get the job half done? Don't be surprised that they can rally the troops against seemingly unsurmountable odds. They have that type of personal magnetism. And Aries won't shy away from... Woo! Excuse me. I was about to sneeze, man. I ain't even going to edit out either. Aries sign won't shy away from new ground either. Those born in the zodiac sign are often called the pioneers of the zodiac, and it is their fearless trek into the unknown that often wins the day. Aries is a bundle of energy and dynamism, and yeah, kind of like the Pied Piper. Just like the Pied Piper. All right, leading people along with its charm and charisma. The dawning of a new day, and oh, God. All right, that's enough. Now, excuse me, let's get into the goods with Sarah Vining's bad news Zodiac, aka the genx Zodiac. All right, so Aries. Let's get the intro. Aries is the sign of the ram. Strong, even a little stubborn. Single-minded, dynamic, charismatic, fearless, and confident. Idealistic, maybe, but headed for the top as well. If you know an Aries man or woman, you will know that this description is entirely false. A criminal myth perpetuated through the ages by charlatan fortune tellers more anxious to flatter than to tell the truth. Because the truth about Arians, or Aritans, is far from nice. We'll call them Aritans. In fact, Mars holds a very strong zodiacal position in the Aries chart and seems to frighten Aries children at birth in such a way that they never attain true adulthood. Aries people are indeed strong-willed, but in most immature ways manageable. They can think only of themselves and the immediate gratification of their petty desires. And while children can be forgiven for being childish, it's harder to accept full-grown women behaving like infants. Aries always want and never give. They throw tantrums and they sulk. They cheat and steal with pathetic transparency, then deny it in an oath or under oath. They eat sweets all day and like to say naughty words in front of old people. Spoiled in their youth, particularly by Pisces parents, they simply never grow up. Most Aries are equipped only to join the ranks of life's losers. Holy moly! Damn! Just occasionally, however, some evidence does surface to give credence to the myth of the Aries' will to succeed. For, like the permanent children they are, Aries have to be the center of attention and hate to be ordered around by others. And sometimes, despite an almost total lack of ability, the stars will conspire to give them success. They will do well in any job that involves being driven around in a limo, being fed in expensive restaurants, being surrounded by yes men, and doing no real work whatsoever. In short, they make excellent film stars, TV personalities, managing directors. These rare Arietans are always deeply and deservedly hated, but the more numerous failures are not exactly well liked either. In short, Aries people choose never to come to terms with the complexity and sophistication of the modern world. They prefer to leave that kind of hassle to Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock. More ordinary people have to try and sort their lives out for themselves. They can do without having to care for an Arian. Jeez. Alright, we'll do the Aries woman, and then we'll do some of the compatibility. Compatible. The Aries woman. The Aries woman is a sheep. In all things frivolous and fashionable, she follows the herd. In everything else, she follows her own entirely selfish whim. Like her male counterpart, the Aries woman is happiest in childhood surroundings, and when she finally does leave the parental home, she will be taken with her a formidable collection of teddy bears, dolls, and Paddington books. As she grows older, though she never grows up, she begins to get taste for more toys. Pearl necklaces, giant fridge freezers, fur coats, country houses, and convertible Mercedes, for example, and to look for the kind of sugar daddy who can provide them. For as long as this romantic old imbecile is prepared to pay up, all will be well. When he decides he's got writer's cramp, just watch out for the frenzy of foot stamp and passion our little friend can muster. An Aries woman denied in her own way is not a pretty sight. Very occasionally, with Saturn sliding edgeways into the chart, the Aries woman will achieve a position of some consequence, but left to her own devices, the Aries female is usually quite helpless. She may be found in a sordid mess of unwashed clothes and half-eaten chocolates, desperately searching the kitchen for a bottle of Dr. Pepper. As a parent, she is a disaster on the same scale as the male. The Aries mother starts by stealing her daughter's dolls, and later tries for her boyfriend's. Spot her dancing voluptuously at the poor girl's 16th birthday party, then blowing out all the candles on the cake. All in all, an Aries woman spells little but bad news. Damn. Alright, let's go. Let's pick three. The last three of Aries, Capricorn. Let's make no bones about it. Aries. Capricorn is a cruel social climber who won't be interested in you or your dollies unless there is something to be gained. So be very careful when one of them offers to take you to the zoo or read you a bedtime story. It can't last. Aries, Aquarius. Whichever way you look at it, self-sufficiency is never going to be your strong suit, and it is a preoccupation of the Aquarian. Still, air-fire isn't too bad a mixture, and you might just prevail upon the Aquarian's abiding weakness of character to look after you. Aries, Pisces. Holy Zodiacs! Could there be a more totally soggy twosome than you and Pisces? One of the only inspiring things about your natal chart is your dominant element of fire. Predictably, the spineless Pisces is ruled by water. Any attachment will cancel itself out in apathy, inability, and sheer dithering helplessness. These guys are rough, man. That's funny, though. I can see some of that stuff. Anyway, Sarah's Viney, The Bad News Zodiac, 1985. Oh, man, that's some funny stuff. Whoops. Dropped it. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Man, that's funny. I do recommend y'all get the book. The link is in the description. It's out of print, but you can get some used copies, and let me tell you, it's funny. And then when you run into particular people, you can whip that out and find the real. You scratch the surface, find the real person, right? Real zodiac sign. All right. So next up is Infamous People. I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe. Thank you so much.